Hello there, Ungainly Titan here. Welcome back to another episode of World of Tanks. We're on Erlenberg. We're in the Tiger 131. And of course, this is the week of the +1 -1 matchmaking and of no RNG. Now, I don't think the no RNG makes a lot of difference to the Tiger 131, but I do think it makes a difference to tanks like the Craft Panther or the Captured KV-1 or KV-1s in general that rely on RNG to bounce shots, particularly off of the weaker parts of the tanks. I think the Tiger, at the level that it fights at, there's just enough tanks that can penetrate, particularly with premium ammunition, and enough premium ammunition gets thrown around that the relatively flat surface of the Tiger don't bounce a lot of shots. So I'm heading down to the castle because I just feel there isn't enough people crossing, or they're not crossing the A line aggressively enough to carry an attack on that side. On the other hand, there's a worrying lack of enemies showing up on the southern side. Usually I think that for the northern spawning team, when it splits up like this relatively evenly, that the enemy need to attack along the southern side, or need to be aggressive on one of the sides in order to lose a few tanks in order to make the game viable for the northern spawning team. Normally I think if we try and press the attack on both sides, it usually fails. And quite frequently the northern spawning attack fails as well. Now, there's no sign of anyone. That's kind of surprising to me, I mean. So I decided to push forward. Nobody else is, and there's no light tank doing it, to see if we can just get view range on anybody. See if there's anybody out in the field or down around the houses near the bridge. But I want to keep as far away from the hill as I can. Now, I probably won't spot people on the hill because they're more likely to be light or medium tanks or light tanks and or tank destroyers, which would probably have better stealth or better camouflage than I have view range. So at this point I'm looking at the tanks in the centre, and I thought that those guys will eventually come up by the river and they'll start spotting people on the ridgeline, and if I'm way over here I might get shots on them depending on where on the ridgeline they are. But I have no intention of advancing across the river into the view range of the enemy tanks because there's no cover down here. You just get shot at from the people on top of the hill. And they can duck down behind the hill, but you've kind of no place to go. So somebody else pushed in. They've pushed in by the bridge there, and they have spotted a KV-2 and have spotted a light tank. But that's it so far. There's nothing else, nothing promising turning up. And there's the Fury, so we got around into the Fury. We have lost the assault on the hill, but we are still holding the defensive position. And the enemy are starting to attack along the northern edge, so depends on what we do now and how. If we pushed aggressively now, we could actually possibly sneak up on this flank before we get a chance, before the enemy get a chance to respond to it. The problem with the defense in the north now is that there's no depth to it. The tank destroyer has left and pushed down this way, and there's nobody covering the rear of those guys that are forward, and they're very exposed, so they're going to get eliminated. Meanwhile, I have my own problems here. We have to take out this AT-7 because it's kind of going to dominate. It's anchoring the defense in this location because it's just relying on the superior armor to just sit there and rapid fire power to sit there and just shoot people. We might have to switch with something stronger there to get a shot in. That one bounced, and we now need to. We just very few points. 2 points remaining. Fury has popped up again, so I think I might risk another round on the Fury. And there's an off-lowering Panther, and we managed to get a hit in on that as well. And then the Lorraine 15550 has found me, and I thought, right, I can't hang around here, not with artillery opening up in my position, so we need to take down the KV-13. And I'm pushing across here. The enemy are actually pushing across over near our cap circle. We've only got one remaining defender up on the northern end of the map. And at least 2 enemy tanks attacking them, and they've just wiped them out. Yeah, we've just lost the light tank. So we've lost the northern position. However, I was a bit too busy at the moment to recognise this factor to do anything about it, really. I'm also probably the furthest away to do anything about it. So I pop up here and just see what the enemy is, and there's a KV-2 which just has to go. That is too powerful a tank to be allowed. Oh, that's not the derp gun, is it? I don't think it is. And we're 2 tanks down as well. There's an OI, which is another formidable tank, and a second KV-2, which has also got to go. So I'm going to track to the OI. Hopefully other people might be able to shoot him. I just duck back down before he fires at me, and then I just start targeting the other KV-2. However, the seeds of our destruction are being laid. I'm just going to illustrate now. See, the minimap is popping up there, and we've lost the northern section. That's the minimap about 30 seconds ago. And that tank destroyer that I'm outlining, that becomes the key to this game. Where does he go and what does he do next? In the meanwhile, I'm pushing our success in this corner. We're about halfway to capping. The game is not secure by any means, and there's a Tiger 131 rushing to intercept the cap. And he's doing the right thing if he wants to win the game, in the sense that I think he succeeded too. I think he's actually managed to take out the artillery. He now has to try and save his tank, which really means getting in under the guns of the people on the cliff or on the ridge behind me. So he's heading in my direction. He should probably be angled away from me, so that he would possibly have less tanks shooting at him. And then I pull out onto the ridge line to engage the IS-2M. Then I take a shot from the left. It's the Hellcat. The Hellcat drove down the back of the map, came over, and he's either at the edge of the river down there somewhere, or he's on the other side. In fact, the Hellcat might even have taken out the artillery. Because the artillery would have no chance of seeing the Hellcat. The Hellcat could out-stealth the artillery and pretty much everybody else in the game. And we also lost the second tank at the same time, so all of a sudden we went from like 2 tanks up to a tank down. And the 2 remaining tanks are isolated. So there's the Hellcat turned up. Actually, he's just probably after crossing the river now. So I'd say he shot me from across the river. We have a T-71 here versus the IKV-90. The IKEA is not doing so well, although he does. I think that a fight like that, my money would be on the light tank, even though the light tank was being extraordinarily static there. Just the effect of having the autoloader. This guy's got an engine down, and he's on his own, and he's not going to win, because you can just tell straight away. He's just being he's in a tank that's going to relying basically on mobility and gun to win a battle, and he's being passive. And if you're being passive when you're outnumbered, you're pretty much doomed, because the enemy can come with you, they can coordinate their attack, and they can take you when they're ready. Nobody has to come in here alone. His only chance now would be actually for the 3 enemy tanks to come at him one at a time and give him a chance to shoot back against each of them. But they don't have to do that. The light tank has already spotted him, and the light tank is not YOLOing in. Admittedly, the light tank is just a one-shot kill, and he missed his one shot. I think unless the Hellcat was out of other kinds of ammunition except for the heat, the Hellcat are better off actually not using heat against that tank, in my opinion. And then the IS-2M just doesn't care. It's going to take the risk and just blow him away. Because if you shoot back at the IS-2M, the other tanks will have their chance to close in on him anyway. And that is defeat on a 5k damage game. High caliber, 5k damage, 4 kills, and an ace tanker. I have the first mark of excellence on that tank as well, but I got it actually about 2 or 3 games previous to this. I don't think I've ever done as high a level of damage on a losing game in a tier 7. Possibly with a Dreadnought, but I don't even know if I've gotten a 5k game with a Dreadnought. I might have. It was a bit devastating, to say the least. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please press like, comment, share. It really helps the channel out. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. I will catch you all again soon. Bye for now.